The Pharisees had a different belief system from the Sadducees. And that's what we have now. We have the different groups, and God knows these things, that it was a confusion. And that's what we have right now. Many people say, why is so much confusion? By the Pharisees and the Sadducees, if you do your homework on those two religious sects, you will see that these individuals did not believe the same. The Pharisees were really strict. Amen. This was Paul. He came through the Pharisee teachings. But we want to understand that the Sadducees, they were good in politics, but it was certain things they did not believe in. And so they had a strong influence in the community. And what we have now, we have strong churches with strong ties or strong influence in the community. Why? Because they have the money and the structure, and they have probably better things than other churches. But I want you to understand that, as you can see, John the Baptist, he didn't go to no fine restaurant. He was eating locusts, and he was eating honey. He was eating from what he could receive in the wilderness. So he was not big on the prosperity thing. Amen. He was big on getting the word out to God's people. So I want you to understand, you're supposed to see and recognize a man of God when he is trying to establish the word. Because usually when they come, they are coming from something from a rural area or an area unknown. Amen. Or you cannot even figure out why is he even saying the things that he was saying. Because if you understand about Jesus, even as he was a child in the synagogue, they wanted to understand why, how could he have all this wisdom and all this understanding and be able to teach in the way that he could. Is this the son of Mary and Joseph? I want you to understand that when you have a true calling and you have the power of God walking with you, God is not going to bless you and keep you in that type of order or set. He will separate you from the bunch and build you up and bless you on his time or his estimate. And as he do these things, he know that you will not walk away from his will, because you can walk away from the will when you connect with the Pharisees or the Sadducees, meaning that you are connecting with groups that might not be professing all the things that God wants, or they will hold back the word or hold back the divine spirit that God wants to come forth in the service. And as you can see what John the Baptist was doing, he was bringing repentance, talking about change of mind. And then after he talked about change of mind, he was talking about the Holy Spirit and how it was going to connect with the people. And he also talked about the Messiah coming. He also talked about he was not worthy of the way to wear his shoes, because he understood that this was already predestined. He understood that this prophecy was already spoken. So he saw it. He visioned it. He did his part. He did his mission. He did what he was called to do. This is what I'm saying to you, brothers and sisters. God is saying right now in the earth realm, every brother, every sister, every evangelist, every teacher, every prophet, every apostle, every doctor, whatever you call yourself under the mantle of God, what are you doing to help God's kingdom agenda? Who minds? What adult from the nursing home? Glory. What child from a foster home? What adopted child? What child or what human have you changed the mindset and attitude about Jesus Christ? I guarantee right now, you go out and talk about Jesus, people start laughing at you. I bet you they're going to tell you that is the white man's religion. I guarantee you they're going to say things to discourage you, but you're supposed to stand up just like Stephen when he was stoned and still talk about Jesus. You're supposed to stand up like Paul when he talked about Jesus. Where are the men of God that God has called? Where are the women of God that he has called? Enough singing. God had heard enough songs, because understand, Paul said that he sung in tongues. So I want you to understand it's a different level with God, with music. God wants to know, what have you done to push the kingdom agenda? Because he's watching us. how we affect others, how we are a light of the world, how we are the salt of the earth. What have you done? Examine yourself. Examine your home. Examine your soul. Examine your spirit. Examine your body. Examine your child. Examine your husband. Examine what you play in your car. Examine your classroom. Examine the hospital. Examine who is getting the praise. What is being played? I can walk in a house and hear certain type of music. I know who's getting the praise. I can walk in the hospital and hear certain type of music. And people walking and going their merry way and know, hearing things out of their earphones and know who is getting the praise. You look at it, you shake your head. But what pamphlet have you gave them about Jesus Christ? Sometimes you don't even have to talk to them. You can order a pamphlet and give it to them. And then say, get back with me when you read it. What are you doing? So all these things occurring. Amen. Famine was going on in John the Baptist's day. Problems were happening. But what did he do? He did the mission of the Lord. Amen. Last scripture. John chapter 12. When you get there, please say amen, because this is going to be the one, I believe, to get everything pushed. Because see, I see a character in the word that helped the mission of Jesus. He helped the mission of John as well. Amen. What, when I keep saying, what have you done? God is asking from his throne. You know, what have you done? What family member have you got saved? What auntie have you got saved? What grandmama have you got saved? What have you done? I'm saying it. Many people ain't going to say it. See, and that's what I don't understand. No one wants to repent. No one wants to talk about sin. Nobody wants to talk about the real basic things, the fundamentals of the Word of God. Jesus. John chapter 12. Jesus is anointed by Mary and Bethany. All right. Then Jesus 6 days before the Passover came to Bethany, where Lazarus was, which he had been dead, whom he raised from the dead. There they made him a supper, and Martha served, but Lazarus was one of them that sat at the table with him. Then took Mary a pound of ointment and spikenard, very costly. They said it was worth about $300, and anointed the feet of Jesus, and wiped his feet with her hair. And the house was filled with the odor of the ointment. Then said one of the disciples, Judas Iscariot, Simon's son, which should betray him, why was not this ointment sold for 300 pieces and given to the poor? Now look at him now. You look at that now. Judas trying to question the motive of the Messiah, Jesus. Then he said, not that he cared for the poor, this is Judas, but because he was a thief. And he had the money bag, he had the bag, and bear what was put therein. He was taking money out of the bag. Judas. Then said Jesus, let her alone. Against the day of my burying have she kept this. For the poor always ye have with you, but me ye have not always. He's letting Judas know, I won't always be here. I won't always be here to rescue you or deliver you or bring you what? Out. Much people of the Jews therefore knew that he was there. And they came not for Jesus' sake only, but that they might see Lazarus also, whom he had raised from the dead. But the chief priests, look at that, what I just said. Look at that. But the chief priests, money there, baby, chief priests. When I say money, 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 money is there with that chief priest. Their customs, the power, the Pharisees and the Sadducees, money was in those organizations. But the chief priests consulted that they might put Lazarus also to death. They wanted to kill Lazarus. We heard all the stories about Jesus raising Lazarus. But did you hear that the chief priests wanted to kill him? But the chief priests consulted that they might put Lazarus also to death, because that by reason of him, many of the Jews went away and believed on Jesus. Now, well, look what they said in the text. They wanted to kill Lazarus because that by the reason of him, many of the Jews went away and believed on Jesus. He was turning them to Jesus. He was getting them connected to the Messiah, Lazarus. So even I'm showing you, John the Baptist had a mission. Lazarus had a mission. Even with Mary, she had a mission with the ointment. When she put it on his body, she had a mission. She was preparing his body for the burial, the resurrection. Look at the missions in this text that these characters had. It wasn't meant for Mary and Martha to go out there and preach, but Lazarus was out there. Lazarus was out there telling people about the Messiah. So I want you to understand that when I say, what are you doing? The Lord is looking at the mission that he's applied or set up over your life to manifest over others. God knows your circumstance. God knows your wealth. God knows your mindset. God knows your education. God knows what you have done inside and outside. But if he gave you a mission, who are you leading to repentance? Who are you helping to submit to God? Brothers and sisters, that is a challenge. That is the challenge today that Dr. F.L. Spain is giving you. Who are you leading to the Lord? Have you came to the Lord? Have you backslided? Do you want to be renewed? Ask yourself, self-examine yourself. And I guarantee you, you will see a change in this world. Because if Lazarus can affect the Jews and those men, he infected his family as well. And who were they? Mary and Martha. Jesus. I'm gonna leave it right there. He doesn't affect the Jews. He affected his family, Mary and Martha. So this man's move for God was like a fire. He was a minister of fire. And then the Sadducees and the Pharisees and the scribes, they didn't like that. The publicans, they didn't like that. The tax collectors, they didn't like that. Because the power was moving with Lazarus. So when he died, the Lord brought him back. Why? Because he was doing something. When God brought Hezekiah back, why? Because he was fighting for the Israelites. He was establishing in them. And God could trust Hezekiah. Hezekiah turned his face to the wall and prayed for God to heal him. Because he could trust Hezekiah. He could talk to Hezekiah. Can God talk to you? And you have the right mindset to do his will. Brothers and sisters, that's the end of this sermon today. And as I said, if you would want to be a part of this ministry or partner of this ministry, please call us at 601-720-1155. Reach out to us. And we will pray that we can affect your life. Brothers and sisters, in the name of Jesus, we pray. We thank you for listening to us. And tune in next time to King's House Ministries. Bye-bye.